Gets himself 2 frags, 2 important ones as well. Kirby gets 2 important frags as well. Mystique makes it a 1v1, but Kirby once again wins the 1v1 again against Mystique, like it was in the second round of the half. And Kirby gets the defuse. PlayingDucks prevail and don't let Heroin go away with a scoreline. They make it 5-5 again. And this is really heartbreaking to see them trading rounds like that. You can't take a breath at all, and we are having another weapon round coming up. This time it is fast with the AWP, and he's looking into long, catches himself 2 nades and is down to 11 HP. KZ follows it up with a nice spray through the door, doesn't let Fast escape, and gets rid of the AWP, makes it a 5v4. The terrorists are repositioning themselves. Still a lot of time on the clock. And they are giving away the first frag a lot of times already. And they always need somebody to step up in the rounds to actually win it in the end. While PlayingDucks have, well, the 2-man stack in middle all the time. KZ and Crispy trying to seal the double doors to prevent the B split. And a great flash work by Crispy and his teammates. Gets the frag for Crispy. Whoopi flashes out once again to see if there's any more coming into mid, but there's only Mystique left. And he's in B tunnels. And he's not doing anything right now. He's just slowly walking into middle. Finds himself Whoopi, but couldn't finish him off. 41 HP remain on the CT, and Mystique turns around to try his luck on the B bomb side, but it's, well, he's running out of time, so he's not having any luck at all. Now he gets a frag onto Kirby, but goes down to Crispy. It is an unlucky or not a very suitable spot to save your weapon in if you have 4 CTs to run at you if you're in the stairs at B tunnels. It's way too close to them, and as soon as they figure it out, you're sitting on the stairs. They're coming from every direction, and you maybe get 1 or 2 frags, but then you need to reload, and of course you're going down after that if the CTs are not doing anything horribly impatient or untimed. But we are still on weapon rounds. PlayingDucks with a lead now on the 6-5 scoreline, and the terrorists with a standard strategy once again. While PlayingDucks switched it up, they have 3 players at A long now, and 1 in middle, 1 at B. Even though they don't have an AWP in the hands of the B player, Kirby is confident enough to say, I'm holding it alone. And the rest of his team tries to figure out where the terrorists are headed at, and they're going through short. Crispy almost gets a frag on the fast. He's down to 1 HP, but still alive. He's able to get away into B tunnels while Oil makes a push into the A bomb site. Crispy finally finishes off the frag on the fast. It's a 4v3 situation now thanks to a frag by Junai, and Junai follows it up with another one. Oil, on the other hand, makes himself reach a 2 frag counter as well, and Mystique comes in with 2 of his own to make it a 2v1 situation. And the bomb is planted on the A bomb site. Kirby needs to defuse it, and he's fake defusing it, getting the frag onto Mystique. Now Oil is down to 5 HP. Kirby doesn't know that yet, but Oil plays around with the nerves of Kirby. Kirby fake defuses once again. Oil peaks too early, and Kirby turns around to defuse the bomb and save the day once again for PlayingDucks. In another awesome clutch situation, Kirby comes out on top, makes it 7-5, and the CTs look like they might even win this first half on Dust 2. After they gave away the pistol round, they came back in amazing fashion, and look at that. Trading the rounds at first, but now they have gathered 3 in a row. Finally sitting 2 rounds ahead of their opponents. While Heroin goes for the force buy. Thanks to the plan, they could afford almost everything they want. Only Andraka with a Galil in his hands. But it's definitely good enough rifle to carry it into the round. PlayingDucks with a very nice position on Junai behind that box actually. I wonder how he got there and when the CTs had the time to push him over there. And the terrorists surely don't expect him over here, but they are looking like they want to sneak into short. Junai now gets a frag on fast on long. Casey on the headshot. Slope gets killed by Andraka with a sad headshot. So it's a 4v4 again. The bomb gets planted just now by Oily. That's Smiley on the end. Always makes me think it's Oily. Crispy and company push in from short. Whoopi gets a re-frag. And now tries to follow it up with another one onto Andraka. Whoopi really putting up great work with the AK. Oil just gets rid of Kirby, but then Junai is there with the reinforcement and PlayingDucks with 3 rounds between them and Heroin. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Ducks all even across the board. 10, 11 and 9 for everybody basically. Mystique and Oil on the other side on top with 13 frags each. And only Fast falls down a little bit, but he had a disconnect, so that's why he's sitting at 3 and 7. Now Junai, little too sloppy there on Fast, goes down on long and opens up the A bomb site for the terrorists. The CTs are shuffling their players like mad, and CT spawn in short. Whoopi needs to watch out. He gets the first one and he gets the second one as well. Switches his AK for the M4A1 the other way around, but then goes down to Zoner, even though he played it greatly on short. Now Casey in a very bad position to battle those 2 terrorists. They only show their tiny tops of the heads and he wasn't able to connect with that. But suddenly Kirby from behind into short. He gets himself the 2-man spray down and finishes the very promising looking round for Heroin and makes it 9-5 in favor of the Germans. Kirby once again saved the day for PlayingDucks, and they can really thank him and tap him on the shoulder a little bit, even though the frags are looking very even. He clutched 3 or 4 rounds. Now Zona ambushes Junai out of the smoke. Junai didn't expect that at all. He had a nade in his hands. The terrorists once again going to the A bomb site. It looks like they don't even want to hit the B bomb site as they know that Kirby is over there. Casey and Oil exchange frags. Oil with another one onto Crispy, and it's a 3v2 situation. Kirby got himself 1 frag already, so it was a 2v4 initially. The bomb is still not on the A bomb site, and Whoopi is there with the AWP. He couldn't connect to the shot. He didn't even see him, but Kirby got a frag onto Fast, who was sitting right next to CT spawn. It's a 2v2 again. All and Mystique take on Whoopi and Kirby, and finally Kirby goes down, but there's still Whoopi with a close quarter AWP shot, and now it's Mystique working against Whoopi. The bomb is planted and Whoopi already on the defuse. He's ninjaing it and Mystique doesn't know it, and there he goes. Whoopi finishes the round and the half with a ninja defuse. 10-5 in favor of PlayingDucks. And what a great round by Whoopi to finish off the first half on Dust 2. Heroin on the terrorist side lacking initiative and maybe even lacking a few strategies, in my opinion, even though Dust 2 is one of the oldest maps ever made. They just went for the A short push and they threw in a few B splits over there and made it happen on A long once, but the CTs could almost predict the terrorists will go into short. So maybe they should work on that, but let's see their CT performance at first. Maybe they are CT reliant team on this too, and we are live with a pistol round now between PlayingDucks and Heroin. This is the 3rd map between those 2 teams. The first one went into overtime on Mirage. It ended 19-16 in favor of Heroin. The second map was Inferno. It ended 16-8 in favor of the German squad PlayingDucks. And now we are ending up on this 2 to finally find a winner to the match. And it looks like Heroin is starting off nicely with a CT pistol round. 4v2 situation evolves. And then Draker right around the corner of Kirby prevents him from reaching the bomb spot fast from the hole in the wall, then took out Whoopi. And Heroin made it look very easy to clutch that pistol round or get that pistol round of PlayingDucks. And this is exactly what they needed to mount the comeback horse. Pistol round in their favor obviously gives them the opportunity to close the gap from 10-5 to maybe even 8-10. But Kirby silences Mystique forever with a nice 1D in the head. Zona now equalizes the player count to 4v4 again. And Junai got his hands on the FAMAS. Valuable play for PlayingDucks now. If Junai could make that FAMAS get himself a frag, it would have been perfect, but Crispy instead pushes forward together with his teammate to get a frag onto Oil. Now Junai just sprays away with the FAMAS to keep the CTs from peeking into long, while the bomb is carried over to the B bomb site in a 3v4. PlayingDucks now reinforce their bomb carrier KZ, who is controlling B tunnels alone, while the CTs are trying to get a rotation into middle. It will be Zona to face, but he's only got a pistol. He gets a frag onto Kirby, but then goes down to the FAMAS of Junai. And the terrorists are now guessing where to go. Well, there's one player on each bomb site. Which one should we pick? They send Crispy over to the A bomb site to fake it, and they draw the BCT towards the A bomb site. Crispy actually gets the frag onto Fast, and they have captured the B bomb site without opposition. And Draker, the last man standing for the CTs, and he's on short. He should have been hurt by Crispy, who is down to 2 HP. And he still gets a flash out, but then goes down to Andraker's FAMAS spray. 2v1 situation for the CT, and a great headshot through the door onto KZ. Wow, how did he get that? He actually predicted where he would jump or where he would land. And a nice shot by Andraker there opens up the round again, but Junai from B tunnels. Now Andraker got himself the chance of killing him, but wasted it. And Junai with a finishing frag gets PlayingDucks the second round of the half. Once again, they upset Heroin in the second of the round, in the second of the half. So you need to see that those are actually the rounds that PlayingDucks have won. And this is PlayingDucks as well, so that you're not confused because of the graphs. Kirby and Whoopi open up the round. Crispy is the next one to follow, and the mad A-long push is silenced by the Germans. They don't let anyone past that door. And Kirby... What? I thought Junai had gotten that frag with a deagle, but actually it was Kirby with the AK. PlayingDucks with a nice and comfortable play, make it 12-6. And Heroin now with a force buy. They need to prevent PlayingDucks from stringing together more rounds than they already did. And then Draker gets sprayed down to 19 HP through that door. Very unlucky for him, but there's nothing he can do about it. He needs to cross towards the B bomb site. He's got no chance, no choice. And he had no chance of dodging those bullets as well. PlayingDucks with a nice opening to that force by Bash. They are looking for Crispy, gets a frag onto Oily. Mystique right around the corner. They're not looking for him. Crispy gets a Mystique gets a frag. Zona chimes in with one as well. Now KZ equalizes it again, but he's down to 25 HP. And he still gets the frag onto Mystique, who was very unlucky to not collect more bullets than one into KZ's body, who has still 6 HP remaining and still gets a frag onto Fast. Junai now gets killed by Andraker from long, And this terrorists obviously know that there's nobody at B left, and Draker now steps into the flames. He needs to take another route towards the B bomb.